Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Okay. स्क्रीन दिख रही है सबको? हेलो, स्क्रीन दिख रही है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. सॉरी, मेरा आवाज थोड़ा बैठा हुआ है, सो बेयर विथ इट. ओके. सेशन स्टार्ट करें?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, गुड. आई होप सब लोग जगे हुए हैं. So today's topic is about the lung abscesses. Okay, lung abscesses is very common complications of all other the respiratory diseases like pneumonia, primarily the pneumonia or bronchiectasis or tuberculosis. The lung abscess is very common complications. Okay, हम लोगों ने इतने सारे respiratory diseases देखे जिसमें हर एक के इसमें हम लोगों ने lung abscesses का lung abscess का complication देखा है, right? So today we're gonna learn about what is lung abscesses, what are the different classification of lung abscesses, causes of lung abscess, pathophysiology, and the clinical manifestation. Okay. So what is lung abscess? So when we define as a lung abscess, it is a collection of the pus within the lung, okay, within the lung cavity. It's a localized area of a destruction of a lung parenchyma, is usually more than 2 centimeter in diameter, in which infection by the pyrogen organism result in the tissue necrosis and the suppuration. Okay, so radiologically we can see the cavity with the air fluid level. Okay, so basically lung abscess is generally the collection of the pus within the lung. So you can able to see the collection of the pus in any part of the lobe. Okay, and why this a pus has generated? Because of that pus there is a suppuration and the necrosis has occurred. Therefore there is a destruction of the lung parenchyma. So it generally caused by the aspiration of the anaerobic bacteria. So there are हम लोगों ने देखे हैं different aerobic bacteria and the anaerobic bacteria, even gram positive and the gram negative bacteria. So generally this lung abscesses occur because of the anaerobic bacteria. Which are those? हम लोग आगे देखेंगे. So, if that lung abscesses remain unidentified and untreated, it may cause the tissue necrosis, and even the whole part of the lung necrosis has been occurred. And because of that, patient may die because of the lung abscesses. So, failure to recognize and the treat lung abscesses is associated with a poor clinical outcome. Lung abscess was devastating disease in the pre-antibiotic era when one third of the patient died. You know, in around 1920, there are many people who died because of the lung abscesses because it is unidentified and untreated. So there are many people died. That's why it is said that if it is failure to recognize and treat, it is associated with a poor clinical output and the patient may die because of the lung abscess. मेरा आवाज प्रॉपरली आ रहा है ना कि सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है?
सुनाई दे रहा है मैम.
दे रहा है. ओके, गुड. So this is the definition of the lung abscesses. Okay, in exam the lung abscesses मे बी आप लोगों को ऐसे नेक्रोटाइजिंग निमोनिया करके भी पूछ सकते हैं या फिर ड्राई गैंग्रीन भी पूछ सकते हैं. ओके, दिस इज द सेम. इवन नेक्रोटाइजिंग निमोनिया का जो पैथोफिजियोलॉजी है इज द सेम ऑफ लंग एब्सेसेस ओनली. ओके, so what are the different classification? So lung abscesses, it may be single or multiple, and they frequently contain a air fluid level. Okay, so you can find out the single abscess also in a lung or the multiple abscess also in a lung. So when multiple and the small and less than 2 centimeter diameter, they are sometimes referred to as a necrotizing or suppurative pneumonia. So एग्जाम में आपको ये भी पूछ सकते हैं कि write down a short note regarding suppurative pneumonia or the necrotizing pneumonia. So you have to write down about these lung abscess, okay? Or the formation of the multiple small abscesses is occasionally referred to as a necrotizing pneumonia or the lung gangrene. So why it is lung gangrene? Why it is called as the lung gangrene? Because definitely the pathophysiology what occur in the lung abscesses, it destroy the lung parenchyma, right? And it necrotizing the lung tissue and the lung parenchyma, and it shows the structure like a gangrene. Look at this image. Doesn't resemble as a gangrene. So that's why it is called as the lung gangrene. So keep it mind, if short note ऐसा कुछ आया like necrotizing or suppurative pneumonia or lung gangrene or the lung abscesses, these are the same. Okay. So what are the different classifications? So as we know, these can be single or the multiple. Based on the duration and the etiology, lung abscesses may be classified into the acute abscesses and the chronic abscesses. Okay. Another classification, there is the primary abscesses and the secondary abscess. So what is acute abscesses, what is chronic, and what is primary, secondary? So acute abscesses, when a lung abscess is defined as acute if the patient present with the symptoms of less than 2-week duration. Okay, that is the acute onset. So patient with acute lung abscess are most likely to have an underlying neoplasm, but are more likely to have an infection caused by the virulent aerobic bacterial agent. Okay, for example, S. aureus. So these are the gram-negative bacteria. So acute abscesses, generally patient present, there are different type of the symptoms with patient present with lung abscesses that may be less than 2-week duration. Okay, these type of the abscesses you may see in cases of the acute abscesses. Okay, the air fluid, okay, that purse filled with the air or in a lung cavity. See, large lower lobe abscesses, air fluid level. Can you able to see the difference? Clearly demarcation होता है. So even the X-ray is the prominent features, or X-ray is the prominent investigations which shows the lung abscesses. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the acute, which shows the clinical features in less than 2 weeks. So whereas in chronic, it is defined by the symptoms lasting for more than 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. So patient more likely to have an underlying neoplasm or infection with a less any aerobic or anaerobic bacteria. So these are mainly the chronic abscesses caused due to any carcinoma or any neoplasm or any infection, but not because less, it is not because of the bacteria. Whereas in acute cases, neoplasm may exist, but the symptoms has been showing is less than 2 weeks, and it's showing because of the bacterial any agent. So you can see the sequelae of malignancy lung abscess in chronic conditions. So we termed as the chronic abscesses. So generally the duration is very important to classify acute and the chronic, and the causative agent. So where the causative agent is gram-negative bacteria, or whether the causative agent is the neoplasm or any carcinoma. Another classification is primary abscesses and secondary abscesses. Acute और chronic abscesses समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Because even classifying the abscesses into acute and the chronic, the treatment part is also different. Okay, so that's why the classification is very important. So the another classification is the primary abscesses and the secondary abscesses. So what is primary abscess? So primary abscess is infectious in origin. Okay, it is caused by aspiration or the pneumonia in the healthy host. It is mostly result from the necrosis in an existing parenchymal process, usually untreated, or the aspiration pneumonia. If the pneumonia is untreated, okay, it generally turned it into the primary abscess. Okay, as I earlier said before going to the session कि pneumonia का basic complication जो होता है वो abscesses होता है, lung abscesses होता है. So primary abscesses is caused by aspiration pneumonia in a healthy host, and it is already existing parenchymal process, or there are the untreated or the aspiration pneumonia. So these are the primary abscess. Whereas secondary abscess is caused by pre-existing condition. So pre-existing any lung condition, for example, bronchiectasis or bronchial obstruction, in foreign body particle, immunocompromised state, that is AIDS, HIV, or even tuberculosis, spread from an extrapulmonary site. So there are different sites where the abscesses can be found. So from the extrapulmonary sites also the secondary abscesses can cause. And abscesses that complicate either a septic valve embolus. Okay, so right-sided endocarditis. So just keep in mind the primary abscesses is caused by the aspiration or untreated pneumonia, whereas secondary abscesses is caused by any pre-existing condition. So like lung condition, even bronchial obstruction, immunocompromised patient, it can spread from another site, and it is also either from a septic volvus embolus. So that lung abscesses can be further characterized by the responsible pathogen. जैसे बोला था, there are the different pathogens which cause the lung abscesses, such as staphylococcus lung abscesses, anaerobic, or the aspergillus lung abscesses. So most common anaerobe identified was Prevotella species. What is Prevotella species? पता है किसी को? Yes, no.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Prevotella species, Prevotella is the one of the gram negative bacteria. Okay, जैसे Staphylococcus है, उसी तरह से Prevotella is a gram negative bacteria which causes a lung abscess, or which causes the inflammation or the destruction in the lung tissue. So in lung abscesses, you mainly which anaerobe has find out. So it's a Prevotella. Okay, if you see under the microscope, you can able to identify these species. Okay, these are the anaerobes which cause the lung abscesses. And another aerobes identified were Asperidens or the Staphylococcus species. Generally, more common is aerobe which cause the lung abscess is the Staphylococcus. Even in pneumonia, we know that Staphylococcus or Staphylococcus has caused the pneumonia. So even lung abscesses, the most aerobic bacteria which causes the lung abscess is the Staphylococcus. Another is the Asperidens. Okay. So generally, anaerobic bacteria causes the lung abscesses. It's 44% cases. Okay. Mixed aerobe and anaerobe can cause the lung abscesses is 22%. Whereas aerobes alone causes a lung abscess is 19%. And the remaining cases were may caused by the unidentified pathogen or the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, so anaerobic bacteria are the more, so which are their anaerobic bacteria? That is the Prevotella species. So these are the most common anaerobic bacteria which causes a lung abscess in 44% cases. Okay, so aerobic bacteria causes a lung abscess is nearly 19%. So it's very uncommon. So you can able to see the multiple lung abscesses caused by the staphylococcus. So see, there are multiple lung abscesses. किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है या समझ में आ रहा है? हेलो, ये समझ में आ रहा है सबको?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके,
मैम समझ में आ रहा है, बस वो एक्सरे का थोड़ा समझ नहीं रहा है अच्छे से।
ओके, डोंट वरी, हम लोग वो एक्सरे हम लोग इन्वेस्टिगेशन में डिटेल में देखेंगे, ठीक है?
ठीक है मैम।
हेझीनेस मॅम, फक्त हेझीनेस वरून येतं ना लक्षात ऍब्सेस वगैरे?
येस येस येस, हेझीनेस वरनं पण लक्षात येते आणि इवन यू कॅन एबल टू सी द डिफरंट कॅव्हिटेशन. जे डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ पॅरेन्कायमा होतं त्यामुळे जे कॅव्हिटी फॉर्म होते ते पण आपल्याला एक्सरे मध्ये दिसून येतं. आपण इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन मध्ये एक्सरे घेऊ डिटेल मध्ये,
हा.
ठीक आहे? क्लासिफिकेशन कळलं सगळ्यांना?
हो मॅम.
Good. So lung abscesses are more likely to have in an elderly patient, okay, because there is a incidence of the predental disease, or the age factor is very important because there is decreased immunity, so there is increased prevalence of dysphagia, and male is more commonly suffer from the lung abscesses. So male to female ratios where male is more affected. So another is the common site, okay. So abscess generally develop in the right lung. So it is seen that the posterior segment of the right upper lobe is most commonly affected, followed by the apical segment of the either lower lobe or the both. Okay, so in the right lung, it's more commonly affected, even in the right lobe, posterior segment and the apical segment. Whereas posterior lateral part of the upper lobe tend to receive the aspiration. So aspiration is one of the most important cause in a lung abscesses. Okay, so it is seen that the common site is posterior lateral part of the upper lobe which receive the aspiration. So when the aspiration done lying on a supine position or even apical segment, so these are the common site where the you can able to see the lung abscesses. जैसे निमोनिया की कंडीशन में होता है, अगर निमोनिया में हम लोग एस्पिरेशन करते हैं या फिर एस्पिरेटिंग निमोनिया होता है, तो वहां पे जो एस्पिरेशन करते हैं व्हेन लाइंग सुपाइन पोजीशन, सो इन दैट केसेस द पोस्टीरियर लैटरल पार्ट ऑफ द अपर लोब ज्यादा अफेक्टेड होता है. ओके, so the common sites in lung abscesses, you able to see the right lung, and it is associated with the neoplasic neoplastic pneumonia. So 8 to 18% of the lung abscesses are associated with the neoplasm in all age group. Okay, so approximately 30% in patient. So primarily squamous cell carcinoma is the malignancy most commonly associated with the abscess formation. ये जो आएगा ये सेकेंडरी लंग एब्सेसिस में आएगा. ओके, जो नियोप्लाज्म है या फिर स्क्वैमस सेल कार्सिनोमा है. अदर may include even metastatic carcinoma or the lymphoma. It also can cause the lung abscesses. It also come under the secondary lung abscesses. So what are the different causes of the lung abscesses? So there are different causes. As first cause, I already told you about the aspiration. Okay, so what happened in aspiration? So aspiration of the infected material contain the esophageal flora. Organism are anaerobe and the aerobes, and it may be due to the, so जब भी aspiration होता है, so aspiration may cause the lung abscesses. So different type of the aspiration has occurred. So when the aspiration has occurred, so first of all the dental or the periodontal sepsis, especially followed by the tooth extraction or the tonsillectomy or the nasal operation. In that condition, the aspiration may happen and the lung abscesses may cause. Even paranasal sinus infection, डिप्रेस कॉन्शियस स्टेट और द अनकॉन्शियस पेशेंट. वी ऑल नो कि जब भी पेशेंट अनकॉन्शियस होता है या कॉन्शियस, जनरली अनकॉन्शियस जब पेशेंट होता है तो एस्पिरेशन होने के ज़्यादा चांसेस होते हैं. इवन इन केसेस ऑफ द सीजर ऑल्सो द एस्पिरेशन मे अकर. Alcoholism and the sedative drug abuse is one of the important cause for the aspiration. Even the anesthesia, epilepsy and the seizure disorder, head injury, CVA, that is cerebrovascular accident, diabetic coma, other prostrating illness. Okay, so aspiration may cause due to these type of condition. Even disturbances of the swallowing. So in a disturbances of the swallowing where patient are difficult to swallow, in that condition also the aspiration may occur. So what are the different condition? So first is the esophageal stricture. So that stricture may be benign or the malignant. Another is the esophageal motility disorder. Okay, so it may be the systemic sclerosis or the neuromuscular disease or even the myasthenia gravis. These are the conditions where patients are difficult to swallow, and the it may cause the aspiration and it may then turn into the lung abscesses. Even the pharyngeal pouch, neck surgery, tooth extraction and tonsillectomy हम लोगों ने देखा. Even tooth extraction and the tonsillectomy or the neck surgery, where patients are not able to swallow properly and it may cause the aspiration. Delay gastric emptying or the gastroesophageal reflex, tracheostomy tube or the cuffed endotracheal tube or the recurrent laryngeal nerve palsy. These are the different causes of the aspiration. Okay, so aspiration means cause the lung abscesses. So in that different conditions, patient may go into the lung abscesses or patient may having a abscess formation in the lung. Another causation is the necrotizing pneumonia or improper or inadequately treated pneumonia. So generally it is the aerobic bacteria, that is Staphylococcus, Streptococcus or the Klebsiella or the Pseudomonas. So these are the different aerobe and the anaerobic bacteria which causes a necrotizing pneumonia. Another is the Mycobacterium. Even Mycobacterium tuberculosis can cause the necrotizing pneumonia, fungal or the parasites. These are the different bacteria and the parasites which causes a necrotizing pneumonia or the untreated pneumonia, and then they causes a lung abscess. Another cause is the mechanical bronchial obstruction. So mechanical bronchial obstruction caused by it can be tumor, so any bronchial carcinoma or the adenoma, foreign body or the enlarged lymph node or any congenital abnormality like bronchial stenosis or any type of the foreign body. If there is a obstruction occur, it is also one of the cause of the lung abscess. Another is the pre-existing lung disease. So pre-existing lung disease like bronchiectasis or the cystic fibrosis, these are already the existing condition which causes a lung abscess. Another cause is the hematogenous spread from a distal site. So what is hematogenous spread from a distal site? So from other infection as a septic emboli. So the infection, it may be at the other part of the body, but it can travel to the lung. So even urinary tract infection, abdominal sepsis, any type of the sepsis. Okay, so any type of the sepsis occur in the body, it may be the urinary, abdominal, pelvic, or even in the heart. So infective endocarditis or the infected IV cannula, salpinginitis, appendicitis, pyremia. So these are all the septicemic conditions. Okay, so in our body,
Ma'am,
yeah.
intravenous drug abscess कसं?
Intravenous drug abuse. So even intravenous drug abuse, when you use the cannula, okay, that can be infected and that can cause the infection in the blood and it may cause the lung abscesses. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So these are mainly the, when we called as the hematogenous spread from a distal site, hematogenous means blood, right? So in our body, where कहाँ पे भी अगर sepsis formation हो रहा है, कहाँ पे भी infection formation हो रहा है, it may turn into the lung abscesses because the infection can spread to the lung, right? So it can cause the lung abscesses. or the extension from a extrapulmonary abscesses. So even in the liver abscesses or the subphrenic abscesses or the mediastinal abscesses, that can spread to the lung. Another is the trauma or the post-traumatic infected pulmonary hematoma or the contaminated foreign body. So any trauma can cause the lung abscesses, even the accidents can cause the lung abscesses if the lung get injured, or the immunodeficiency. So immunodeficiency like HIV or any existing conditions where the patient's immunity has already decreased, it may cause the lung abscesses. These are the different causation of the lung abscesses. कुछ confusion है इसमें?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the different conditions where condition or the causation where the lung abscesses can be occurred. Another is the risk factor. So there are the different risk factor also which causes the lung abscesses. So what are they? Malnutrition, severe illness, coma, even the intubation. What happened in intubation? Patient may get into the aspiration, diabetes, prior surgery, any type of the prior surgery, mainly the neck surgery or the tonsillectomy or the nasal surgery, lung diseases, renal failure, prior antibiotic use or the drug, hypotension, cigarette smoking, or the prolonged hospitalization. Why prolonged hospitalization is one of the risk factor?
Hospital-borne infection
Correct. Hospital-borne
due to
infection.
unhygienic.
Yes, correct, Priyanka. So due to unhygienic conditions, the patients may get when patient get a prolonged hospitalization, patient get already patient having a decreased immunity, and patient get adapted to the certain type of the infection because of the unhygienic condition or the hospital environment. Okay, so prolonged hospitalization is also one of the risk factor to causes a lung abscesses. So what are the different pathology? How lung abscesses has occurred? Okay. Look, so lung abscesses begin as an area of the pneumonia, okay, in which small zone of the necrosis develop within a consolidated lung, okay. They can be single or they can be multiple, which suppurate, and they can reach to the arbitrary size of 1 to 2 centimeter in diameter, okay. So generally the pneumonia is caused that the necrosis and develop within the consolidation of the lung, okay. So what happened if the treatment has been not properly, like pneumonic conditions, if the treatment has not given appropriate antimicrobial treatment, so they shows the destructions and the healing जो होता है वो properly नहीं होता है. So they untreated or inadequate, the inflammatory process may progress, entering more into the chronic phase. These are mainly, I am telling you the pathophysiology where the pneumonia has not treated, okay. So because of the untreated pneumonia, the necrosis has occurred. So that bronchi adjacent to the area of the inflammation, they may become erode, so that the part of the purulent content of the abscess may be expectorated as a foul sputum. So whatever the sputum production has been increased because of the inflammation, okay. So the blockage of the bronchioles, because of that patient is not able to breathe properly or the gaseous exchange properly nahi ho pata. So it another, if that process another is untreated or undiagnosed, it may turn into the fibrosis, okay. So fibrosis, it may occur in and around of the abscesses cavity, and which become loculated and walled off by the dense scar tissue. So the pus in the bronchial tree, it may serve to the disseminated infection either to the other part of the same lung or to the opposite lung. So if the one lung is affected, it may chances the other part of the same part of the lobe or the other part of the lung, it may get affected. Okay, this is the pathophysiology when the pneumonia is untreated और undiagnosed, okay. जब निमोनिया का एस्पिरेशन निमोनिया अनट्रीटेड होता है या फिर कॉम्प्लिकेशन जब होता है, तब there is necrotizing and the fibrosis has occurred. Other, in a simple term, when we see the acute or the chronic lung infection or the lung abscesses, what happened due to any etiology or the risk factor. हम लोगों ने इतने सारे etiology और the risk factor देखे, right? Aspiration, hematologists, even the risk factor. So that causative organism and the factor, they invade the pulmonary tissue. Okay, so अवर जो अवर अल्व्युलर माइक्रोफेजेस, जब भी इन्फ्लामेशन होता है तब जो हमारे इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम के माइक्रोफेजेस रहते हैं, टी हेल्पर सेल्स रहते हैं, दे गेट एक्टिवेटेड. So the alveolar macrophages initiate the inflammatory response, okay, to defend the infection of the lower respiratory tract, but they release the inflammatory mediator such as interleukin and the TNF, and even they increases the chemokizing, that is IL-8 and the granulated colony which stimulating the factor. So these mediators start to necrotizing the tissue. Initially they try to defend our lung, they try to fight with that foreign particles, but if they're not able to fight, these mediators start to necrotizing the tissue. So when they start to necrotizing the tissue, they releases the neutrophils and the eosinophils. There is a alveolar capillary leak. Leukocytic increases the purulent secretion and form a lesion. So यहाँ पे already mucus production increase हो जाता है. Okay, so they increase the purulent secretion from a lesion. There is consolidation in the lung, and definitely there is causes the impaired gas exchanges and appearance of the clinical features. Initially जब भी inflammation होता है, हमारे macrophages, interleukins, they try to fight with it, but because our immunity or because of the infection has more power, they are not able to fight, and ultimately there is consolidation in the lung, and they impaired the gas exchange and even impaired the lung function. Okay, and there is appearance of the clinical features. ये समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
बाकी सबको समझ में आ रहा है? What exactly happened in lung abscesses?
Yes, ma'am.
So even the extent to which the suppurative process continue can be checked by the antibiotics. Okay, so antibiotic treatment is most important in cases of the pneumonia or in cases of the suppurative pneumonia. Okay, so the abscess cavity, so that the granulation tissue form over the fibrous tissue and then become covered by the squamous or the ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, that grows in the form of adjacent bronchi. Even in cases of the squamous cell carcinoma. Okay, so if the squamous cell carcinoma any type, they also can cause the same type of pathophysiology. Okay, so the lung abscesses that occur as a result of the hematogenous spread may be found in any part of the lung. So if they even the lung abscess can untreated, they can turn into the patient may die because of that, or maybe result in the emphysema or any type of the lung complication. हम लोग वो complications देखेंगे आगे. So even histologically, lung abscesses can be shown the dense inflammatory reaction. Okay, you're able to see like this in histologically. यहाँ तक समझ में आया?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good. आगे बढ़े. So due to that pathophysiology of the lung abscess, you're able to see certain type of the sign and the symptoms. So what are the different sign and the symptoms? So clinical symptoms and the signs. So if we see the symptoms, the presentation maybe take several weeks to the month. If there is a acute, patient may get the symptoms within a 2 week. Okay, but if there is a chronic presentation, patient may take the several weeks to month. Okay, so in acute condition, there is more abrupt and the severe condition. When the lung abscess arise as a consequences of the necrotizing pneumonia, it generally caused by the aerobic organism, that is Staphylococcus aureus, or the another pneumonia conditions. So maybe patient present with, there is severe type of the cough with profuse foul smelling sputum. Okay, it may be fitted. These are the characteristics of the lung abscesses. You able to see the foul smelling sputum. Okay, जनरली जब भी हम लोगों को वायरल कफ होता है या फिर एनी टाइप ऑफ द स्पूटम होता है, इट इज नॉट फाउल स्मेलिंग, राइट? बट in type of the lung abscesses, the characteristic features is there is severe cough with profuse foul smelling sputum. So there is large amount of the purulent sputum. Even putrid sputum is highly specific symptoms because that is the pathognomic of the anaerobic infection. Hemoptysis you can able to see in 25% of the cases. Chest pain, that is pleuritic pain or the deep-seated aching discomfort, 60% of the patient. Fever, because there is infection and the inflammatory process going on, so fever usually high with chills and the rigor. Profuse night sweating. Patient may feel the weakness or the malaise. There is weight loss, 60% of the cases with average loss between the 50 to 20. Anorexia, symptoms may be associated disease process. So if the bronchial obstruction occur due to the lung cancer, the patient may show the symptoms of the bronchial obstruction. If the esophageal obstruction, patient may see the esophageal obstruction symptoms, even the dyspnea. So generally common symptoms, you able to see the purulent cough, there is profuse foul smelling sputum, chest pain, fever, weight loss, weakness, anorexia. Even most of the patient presentation is insidious with the symptoms lasting for at least 2 weeks before the presentation. So there is history is most important. So you have to take a proper history. And the different sign, so able to स्पेसिफिक ऐसा कोई साइन नहीं होता है लंग एब्सिस में, ओके, बट यू कैन एबल टू सी द हाई टेम्परेचर एंड देयर इज अ फाउल ब्रीदिंग स्मेल. पेशेंट जब आप लोगों को बताएगा ना इंफॉर्मेशन, यू कैन एबल टू सी की एबल टू स्मेल दैट बहुत ऐसे अजीब सा स्मेल आता है पेशेंट के माउथ से. Clubbing you can able to see within a few weeks if the treatment is inadequate. Okay, usually in 10% of the cases after the 3 week. On chest examination, you may able to see the consolidation sound. You can auscultate the different sound. There is dullness to the percussion and the diminished breath sound if the abscess is large and situated near the surface of the lung. Okay, there is amorphic or the cavernous breath sound, traditionally associated with the lung cavity. So you're able to see the consolidation, dullness to percussion, and the amorphinic breath sound. These are the you can able to see on the chest examination. So just remember the characteristics of the sign is there is profuse cough and the profuse smelling sputum. Okay, profuse smelling sputum क्यों होता है? Because there is a anaerobic infection. Because of that, you're able to see that foul smelling sputum. Another is the fever, chest pain, and this in a sign you may able to see the clubbing and the chest examination. There is consolidation, dullness, and the amorphic breath sound. यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ confusion? Hello?
मैम amorphic
मैम
breath
ब्रीथ साउंड
Hello?
अमॉर्फिक ब्रीथ साउंड सांगा ना कसं आहे.
Okay, I will show you ना tomorrow video of amorphic breath sound. Because मैं तुम लोग को बता के तुम लोगों को amorphic breath sound नहीं समझ में आने वाला वैसे. मैंने तुम लोगों को वीडियो दिखाया था ना एक. Hello?
यस मैम.
Yeah. Okay, I will show you tomorrow again. There is a breath sound which can heard over the tracheobronchial tree. Okay, so bronchial breathing जो होता है उसमें वो different type of the amorphic sound आता है. I will show you tomorrow video regarding amorphic breath sound. Okay?
ओके मैम.
Yeah. Any other question? किसी को कुछ समझ में नहीं आया हो? समझ में आया तो यस बोलो, नहीं समझ में आया तो नो बोलो। हेलो।
समझ में आई मैम।
ओके, सो कल हम लोग व्हाट इज डिफरेंट एमॉर्फिक ब्रेथ साउंड वो भी देखेंगे, एंड इन्वेस्टिगेशंस, पैथोफिजियो इन्वेस्टिगेशंस, कॉम्प्लिकेशंस एंड द मैनेजमेंट पार्ट देखेंगे। ओके
ओके मैम।
या, सो अगर किसी को कुछ कंफ्यूजन नहीं है तो आई एम एंडिंग हियर। हैव अ गुड डे ऑल।